there are solutions to these problems, but we need to test them. What I'm really concerned about is that there are discussion groups, Google groups, and internet chats, and intense discussions by engineers and scientists who are thinking about these ideas. But there isn't enough data to understand the ramifications of these ideas. The only way to do that, the only way to understand it, is to begin testing it. And this goes throughout the alternate energy spectrum, including even geoengineering, where there's a lot of interesting ideas on how to deploy aerosols, let's say, in the atmosphere and so forth. But there's no actual experimentation. You know, the reason the Greeks never really developed science, although they had great ideas, is that they didn't really believe in experiments. They thought you could derive these things from pure thought. I don't think we're going to make it that way. I mean, we have plenty of innovative, exciting ideas that could form the basis of entirely new industries that could be very valuable not only to the United States, but for the rest of the world, which we've been the leaders in. This is our sort of historic role. This is what we know how to do. But it's not going to happen unless we begin to build things and create them. And there's plenty of precedent for these large-scale programs, not only FDR's Manhattan Project, but JFK's Apollo program, Jimmy Carter's Energy Independence program, which was aborted by Ronald Reagan so that he could have his own Star Wars program, that it would have to be advocated by, at least at a presidential level, and the Congress would have to see that this could solve some vital problem that the nation had, that they could go back to their communities and their constituents. And I think this has all the elements, because a large-scale program of research, development, and demonstration in alternate energy, there are enough specific problems to provide work for certainly all the engineers and scientists in the country, and to motivate young people to study science and engineering in our schools of higher education, even to study math, which might bring us up from our presently abysmally low standards in international tests. And in the process, could reindustrialize the country, as I mentioned before, as Lyndon Johnson was able to successfully do in the South with the Apollo program. So it has these elements to it. But it has to be realized, a leader has to emerge to make this into a politically viable program, because it is political. And that's what I'm hoping will happen, and that's what I actually work towards these days.